The tarot is a pack of illustrated cards born in Europe in the 15th century. The deck is widely used for fortune telling, but there's a hidden story behind the visuals. It's called The Fool's Journey, the monomyth behind tarot. There are cards commonly known as major arcana that is numbered through 0 to 21. Together, they tell a story. The Fool's story represents the journey through life. Each major arcana stands for a stage on that journey. We will be going through all the stages, so let's start with the Fool. The number 0 card, Fool, is our hero, the protagonist of this story. He represents a blank state and infinite possibilities. He embarks on a new journey, unaware of the incidents he is about to experience. On his journey, Fool first encounters the magician and the high priestess. Magician is talented, masculine, and a powerful teacher. High priestess is feminine and mysterious. She is also a teacher figure, but guides the hero through the shadows. Empress and Emperor represent the mother and father figure in the story. Empress is loving and caring, while the Emperor is authoritative and strict. Fool steps into the outside world. He is exposed to new traditions and lands. The Hierophant represents new information that began to surround the hero. As Fool faces new challenges on his journey, he yearns for a lover. Not always romantically, he forms a relationship with his new partner. The Fool now has mastery and control over himself. With discipline and willpower, he achieved his first victory like a chariot. Over time, life presents the Fool with new challenges. He has many occasions to draw on the quality of strength. He is pressed to develop his courage and resolve and find the heart to keep going on his journey. The Fool begins to look inward, trying to understand his feelings and motivations. He seeks moments of solitude away from society. In time, he may seek a guide or a hermit to give him advice and direction. After much searching, Fool begins to see how everything connects like a wheel of fortune. His experiences seem to be the work of fate. Fool may recognize his destiny in the sequence of events that he experiences. The Fool must decide. He looks back over to trace the cause and effect that have brought him to this point. He takes responsibility for his past actions so he can ensure justice for the future. Fool charges for the big battle, but it seems like he is not yet ready. He believes he tried everything. Like a hanged man, he was about to lose hope, but he understood that loss makes room for growth. The death of his previous self makes him born anew. Fool is now ready to advance on his journey in temperance. The Fool has come face to face with the devil himself. So-called the antagonist, the biggest obstacle in the Fool's journey. Fool has to defeat him in order to continue his quest. Towering upon him, he faces the devil in order to defeat it. Fool has come victorious. Like a shining star, he came over every obstacle in his way. As the moon of the night was disappearing, the sun was shining over the Fool. Our hero is at the end of his journey. The judgment of the world upon him, he steps forward only to realize he was back where he started. Fool must now move on to his next journey. You might have heard about the term hero's journey. Most of the stories we know today are based on this structure, so is the Fool's journey. If any part of this video seemed familiar to you, you are not mistaken. Just as how Neo learned from Morpheus and Trinity in the Matrix. Katniss took strength from Effie and Haymitch in the Hunger Games. Dorothy ventured onto the unknown lands of Oz. Jon Snow met Ygritte in Game of Thrones. Peter Parker decided to become Spider-Man. Dumbledore guided Harry Potter. Bruce Wayne stayed as Batman. Luke found about his father. Sauron got defeated in Middle-earth. And lastly, Alice, after everything, went back to her home.